Yeah, I mean that's understandable. I mean, it's like watching 3 films. You know, by the time you watch the third film, you forget what happens in the first film. Yeah. So it's well, let's unpack that. Let's analyze that. It's not possible to make it interactive. I understand, and here's the part I agree with. I agree with the fact that you have to fit yourself into their system, into their program, and you have to do basically what they expect you to do, right? And that means, once again, your hands are pretty much tied. There's a very limited amount of things that you can do. So that part is true. However, I am the king of tangential thinking. I just created a word. Thinking that doesn't go this way, thinking that goes that way, right?
Mm.
Every time somebody says there's only one way to go, I'm like, well, no, there's not. There's not only one way to go. There's a million ways. That's an exaggeration, but it sounds good. There's a million ways to differentiate your presentation. Now, when people are tired, it doesn't really, sometimes it doesn't really matter much because you can't change how they feel because they're tired. But as of the situation when I was a teacher for younger children, I wasn't really a teacher. I was a clown, you know, red nose, funky
Yes,
hair.
yes.
Yeah, because you have to be different. You have to be dun dun dun, right? You've got to differentiate yourself in some way, and yet you still have to be professional, right? You can't go too far, too fast, too soon, because
Mm.
you will lose people, or people will just think you're crazy. Yeah, it's that crazy man from that crazy company again, right? Is he still here? Oh my God, wake me up when he's finished. Right. Um, so, uh, so the differentiation thing. This is where presentation is key. It's absolutely necessary I think, to think outside of the box in terms of presentation. If you're just doing one thing to one company and you can present it straight and you know the people and they know you, and then that's different. But if you're trying to be remembered, which is like that's what you're trying to be remembered, and everyone's got a product, and every product is fantastic, and every product is going to save your life. It's not, but don't worry about it. It's not your problem, but it'll save your life. Then, what do you do? How do you approach that? How do you get into people's heads? Because that's what you want to do, because you want them to remember you, and they'll only remember you if there's something unique or special or unusual or different. If you are just average, then you disappear into the oh well, maybe we will, maybe we won't. It doesn't seem that important. So